Hello and welcome. You're watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television with me, Wars Mohammed. And these are the stories making headlines. President of Somaliland returns back to the country from a work-related trip to neighboring nation Djibouti. Governments of Somaliland and Somalia have agreed on several points during their latest talks, which were held in the capital of neighboring Djibouti. Tunisia President runoff, SFC claims victory. President of Somaliland Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanio has returned from a trip to neighboring nation Djibouti and informed press about talks held with his counterpart of Somalia, Hassan Sheikh Mahmoud.
The President has arrived in the capital this morning from a trip to Djibouti, where talks between Somaliland and Somalia have been taking place for the last 2 days, which resulted in a 7-point agreement signed by the Presidents of Somaliland and Somalia. President of Somaliland Ahmed Mohamed Mahmoud Silanio, speaking at the press conference held at Tegal International Airport, said his delegation attended talks hosted by the Djibouti government, which were held between delegations from Somaliland and Somalia. The President stated that two delegations agreed on a number of key issues, which will be further discussed in upcoming talks, which are unscheduled for date. The President received warm reception at Tegal International Airport, where government ministers, parliamentarians and citizens provided warm welcome for the President. Minister of Foreign Affairs Mohammed Bihi, speaking at the press conference, reiterated that talks were fruitful and both governments are sought to implement agreements. Minister Mohammed Bihi expressed thanks to the President of Djibouti, Ismail Omar Gele, who hosted these talks held between delegations of Somaliland and Somalia.
Governments of Somaliland and Somalia have agreed on several points during their latest talks, which were held in the capital of neighboring Djibouti. After concluding the dialogue, delegations from both nations, including the President of Djibouti, held a meeting to finalize agreements. Djibouti's government pledged to play as a mediator between both nations if required, and to contribute in the process of forming new diplomatic relations based on mutual trust and understanding. Prior to the signing of the agreements, President of Djibouti expressed his joyfulness for the opportunity of being the host for this dialogue. On the other hand, President of Somalia thanked Djibouti's President for his kind initiative to host the talks this year. Also, President of Somaliland expressed his hopes to reach further settlements that will work for the interest of both countries, Somaliland and Somalia. Somaliland's Minister of Foreign Affairs representing Somaliland and Abdikarim Guled, who was representing neighboring nation Somalia, both informed the media on the points agreed upon in this meeting and said that both nations agreed to amplify efforts in maintaining strong ties and progressive relations. Somaliland Ministry of Fisheries revealed that Somaliland authorities caught foreign ships fishing illegally on the coastal lines of Somaliland. Chama Ali Farah strongly commented that Somaliland authorities will put these ships under supervision until further notice. Meanwhile, Somaliland assures to bring them to justice and they will be punished. The minister also repudiated claims stating that there is a conflict between the Ministry of Fisheries and the Coastal Guards. He reassured that both the ministry and the coastal guards collaborate strongly on the process of protecting the coasts of Somaliland, and that both sides are focused on achieving progress and stability. Minister of Fisheries Ali Chama Boured conclusively urged the people of Somaliland to take advantage of the water resources in our country and to invest in this sector, which will surely create plenty of job opportunities for our people. Minister of Resettlement, Repatriation and Rehabilitation took a supervision tour to the construction site of a 3-kilometer road renovated with the contributions of Bur'a local government in collaboration with the residents of Bur'a. Representative of the northern districts of Bur'as City stated that the residents of these districts enthusiastically collaborated with their local government to achieve such initiative. He continued expressing his gratitude on behalf of the residents of these districts on the construction of this road. Deputy Governor of Togdheir Region briefed the Minister of Repatriation on the progress of this road renovation. Representatives of the districts spoke about the importance of this road to the residents and urged the government and the people of Somaliland to contribute in the completion of this road. Minister of Repatriation Ahmed Abdi Kahin conclusively praised the hard work of the people of Bur'as City and their dedication to make a progress and urged them to continue taking similar developmental initiatives and renovate roads in their districts. Chairman and members of Berbera local government expressed their joyfulness to the twinning of the two cities, Berbera and Bristol, in the UK. Members of Berbera local government conveyed deep gratitude to the efforts of the Somaliland community in Bristol and their attempts to make initiatives towards further progress and development for their people back in the country. Chairman of Berbera local government Abdishakur Mahmoud Hidden expressed his admiration to the efforts of the Somaliland community in Bristol and stated that such initiatives are the ones needed to develop this country. The chairman urged the people of Somaliland residing around the world to follow suit and attempt on accomplishing similar goals in order to make Somaliland a better place for its people. You're still watching our English news program on Somaliland National Television, and now for the international headlines in detail. Veteran Tunisian politician Beji Aid Essebsi has declared victory in the country's presidential runoff, although official results are not due until later on Monday. If confirmed, the win would consolidate his new secular party's grip on power after defeating the main Islamist party in legislative elections in October. His campaign manager Mohsen Marzouk told supporters on Sunday night that according to the first indications from polling stations, we can say that Beji Aid Essebsi has won the second round. Rival and incumbent President Monsef Marzouki has rejected the victory, reminding his voters that Essebsi's early announcement was undemocratic and the country would have to wait for the official results. The 2011 Arab Spring first kicked off in Tunisia. Unlike Egypt and Libya, unity has been maintained and the international community is keen things stay that way. In last month's first round, Essebsi took 39% of the vote against Marzouki's 33%. Iranian Parliament Speaker Ali Larijani renewed Tehran's support for the Syrian regime in a meeting with President Bashar al-Assad on Sunday. Topping the agenda were fears of renewed Israeli military aggression against Syria, which is fighting a 3-year civil war against rebel groups and ISIL militants. Earlier this month, Syria accused Israel of bombing areas near Damascus International Airport and demanded that the UN Security Council impose sanctions on the Jewish majority state. Israel has struck Syria several times, mostly destroying weaponry that Israeli officials said were destined for their longtime foe, Hezbollah in Lebanon. Meeting with his Syrian counterpart, Larijani reaffirmed Tehran's backing for what he described as Syria's anti-terror fight. Assad told him that he was open to truces with local rebel groups to end the violence. Larijani will also visit Iraq and Lebanon on his 4-day regional trip. Thanks for watching. You can catch us tomorrow at the same time. Until then, take care.